because he has experienced fighting with lions and bears, like he says before King Saul. I want you to know that David has something the other soldiers don't have when he shows up with a cart filled with food from his father to give to his big brothers. What is it that makes David so willing to fight Goliath? And for 40 days, we got a whole army living inside of this tool instead. And I want to suggest that David was immortal. What do I mean by that? Well, we read in chapter 16 already that Samuel shows up to his house. And what does Samuel do? Anoints him. But what is Samuel anointing him for? To be the next king of Israel, right? So, watch this. If I'm anointed king, but I'm not king yet, can I die? We thought David was just some faith-touting young man who just believed this rock would somehow hit this guy in the forehead. No, David had purpose. David had a promise. He knew he would be king one day. He's not king yet. So of course I'll take on this Philistine. Because I can't die. It gets people to understand and realize how uniquely awesome they are. That you are not put on this earth to do something that someone else has done before you. But God actually has a purpose for your life that's never been seen. And that has never been done. And the proof of that is on the palm of your hand. See, some of you, you can't die yet. You can't die yet because you haven't fulfilled your God-given potential and purpose. And oh, I wish we could all just get happy, excited, confident at the fact that God has a purpose for me. And any giant that comes against me before that purpose has been fulfilled will fall right in front of you. What is everyone's ridiculous truth? What is everyone's ridiculous truth? We'll end with this one because I think it's a good one to end on. Ridiculous truth is truth that calls you to do ridiculous things. And I believe that the problem in the church in North America, 2014, is that we're not doing ridiculous things. We're doing commendable things. We're doing good things as well. But I don't think they're ridiculous things. Like taking over communities for the glory of God. That's ridiculous, you know. Like opening up an orphanage for those that do not have families. See, that's ridiculous. Starting a nonprofit that gives money to people who need help with their medical bills because they can't afford health insurance. See, that's ridiculous. These are all things that may not get you on the greatest show. It may not be entertaining, but it's going to impact so many other people. And so I want to end with this. When God comes back again, there's a group of people who have a set of ridiculous stuff that they've done. Man, I cast out demons in your name, man. He did miraculous miracles in your name. They go on with that list. He says to them, I don't know you. And there's another crew that names some ridiculous stuff. I visited people in prisons. I fed the hungry. And I looked after the orphans. I believe it's high time for the Church of God to get offensive. To start taking back territory and showing people that the same God we read about in these books is the same God that wants to use us today. Thank you very much. Amen.